Welcome to episode 215 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It is Tuesday, people. Tuesday the 25th of May, 2021. I have started the day healthy, people. Healthy. Bit of orange juice. Let's have a bit of orange juice. Smooth orange juice, people. If you have fucking bits in orange juice, you are a fucking savage. Have a bit of decorum, yeah? 100% not from concentrate. Love it. Yeah, fucking, don't have to repeat on you there, the old orange juice, don't it? But there you go. I could have said that again to elicit a joke out of that, but I am better than that. Yeah. I've also just had some garlic bread. Yeah, I just had some garlic bread as well, and that's kind of garlic bread and orange juice. What a combo, people! What a combo. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Tuesday it is. Let's have a little look. I hope you're doing all right. I haven't really, I've been writing some new stuff, but trying to get geared up for when the gigs start again. I got my first one in a couple of weeks, I think. I keep saying that, don't I? But it is genuinely a couple of weeks, I think. Let's have a look. I'm just trying to have a look at some paperwork here. I should have sorted this out before, but when is it? I don't know, a couple of weeks' time, something like that. I think it's June time or something. Second week of June, is it? It's first one, new material night. Fucking book yourself in, son. Let's run through some new stuff rather than rehashing the old shite that isn't relevant anymore and probably hasn't been for a couple of years, but that's procrastinating for you people. Bit more orange juice there. It always gives you a bit of a, doesn't it? Always seems to make you more thirsty, orange juice. But it's meant to be good for you. Brighten that complexion, Ben. Come on. Keep those young looks. Come on now. You can keep those young looks. Anyway. So I haven't been doing a lot, really. Just been watching fucking shit on, shit films and stuff like that, really. Nothing much. It's been one of those sort of like weeks so far. I have seen there's been some fucking funny stories going on and interesting stories going on in the news and that. One particularly took my attention, people, so we'll talk about this for a bit. Woman born with most of her vagina missing. There's a headline. Betrayed by first man she slept with or half slept with. Annabelle Astley has Maya Rokitansky-Kusterhauser syndrome. Jesus. Maya Rokitansky-Kusterhauser syndrome. She's got half a vag. She's got half a vag syndrome. So it took a lot for her to confide in a man. But the 19-year-old claims that when she did, he told everyone in their university halls about her secret. All right. Maya, let's Google that. Maya Rokitansky syndrome. Here we go. Comes up. Maya Rokitansky-Kusterhauser syndrome, MRKH syndrome, is a rare disorder that affects women. I imagine not many men suffer from that, having half a vagina. It is characterized by the failure of the uterus and the vagina to develop properly in women who have normal ovarian function and normal external genitalia. So what is it? It needs knocking through or something, is it? Some of these, your body builds a fucking internal wall. Is that it? What causes? The cause of abdominal development of Mullerian duct in... This is very clinical, isn't it? This is going to put me off stuff. I don't know. There's pictures. Do you remember them? There's a picture there that reminds me of the plastic fucking things you used to get at school. It was almost like a fucking Lego kit of a vagina. Will it? There's bits flying out everywhere. All I want to know is that's all I wanted to know as a 12-year-old when I was learning about that shit. Where do I have to put my thing in there, and how long do I have to last in there so I don't look like it's my first time? Not that I was doing that at 12, obviously. Old Bunny Boy had to wait a few more years for that, baby. But I had a genuine interest. You know what I mean? You know, you're looking at that thing thinking, Jesus Christ, I hope it doesn't come apart like this in my fucking hands. I'm going to turn up to your first date with a fucking tube of super glue and a fucking diagram to fit everything back together. Hey, I've got this nailed down, sweetheart. It's all right. If it collapses on me, I can stick it all back together. Anyway, this woman who wouldn't do that, you know, like she's a 19-year-old, you know, never confide in a 19-year-old man. Never confide in a man, full stop, to be perfectly honest, because they're bound to tell their friends. You know, they're bound to tell them. Women are just as bad, though, aren't they? You know, I've dated people in the past and they've said, oh, my best friend, she's got a fucking labia that hangs down and shit like that. And then that's all you can fucking think about every time you meet them. I wonder why she didn't wear short skirts. A teenager born with most of her vagina missing says she was betrayed by the first man. Having a shortened vagina, no cervix and no uterus, it means that Annabelle 19 will never have a period or be able to carry her own children. That's a bit sad. She had to endure an extremely painful dilation treatment to stretch her vaginal canal, sorry. I guessed it was going to be cavity, but they went with canal. You get a fucking barge down there now. A process that women with a condition often must undergo to be sexually active with a man. But make me, you know, like, yes, you know, this is in a newspaper, though. You know, she's obviously sold her story. She was really embarrassed by the guy telling all of her college friends, and then decided to go into a national red top newspaper and get some fucking money for it. But after the musical theatre student finally opened up to her former boyfriend, no pun intended, love that, and slept with him, she was mortified to discover that it reportedly told all 350 people in her accommodation about her MRKH. Yeah, I don't think he told all of the three. Yeah, he's got a list of everybody in the halls, and he's going round. Yeah, you'll never guess what. She's got a shallow one. Surely that's a good thing, isn't it? I don't know. She dumped him on the spot and shared information about her condition with her 13,700 TikTok followers. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to get some fucking shares for this, baby. Thank God. Thank God I've got half a vagina so I can get some more fucking followers. In a bid to raise awareness, stroke, get likes and shares. Annabelle said, he was actually so supportive, and I came back and I felt a bit like a laughing joke that he'd been running the halls, being like, oh yeah, she's got this and this. He was the first person I slept with, and I've not been with anyone since. I hope things will be different with my next partner. Hopefully I'll have the courage to tell him. As bad as what he did is, I'm actually thankful for what he did for me. So that's a non-story then. Woman is annoyed by man. Men always fucking do that anyway. They're going to tell other men about A, women they've slept with, and B, fucking, it's just it's just a man thing. You've just got to, you've just got to accept that. If you're a woman and you sleep with a guy, he's probably going to tell, is he going to be able to tell that anyway? How close up did he get with his oral skills? How penetrative are they? It got a fucking good look inside. Well, that doesn't go back as far as it should, and that should be... This looks like it's been stretched artificially. I haven't... You know, a 19-year-old lad isn't going to know that. You know, he's just going to know where to put his fucking little pecker and fucking, you know, hammer away in there and try and last as long as he can. You know, she shared that with him, and he's gone and said, well, she's, you know, got half a vagina or something like that. Hey, man, after... I bet he was a bit shit scared at first. After we've just slept together, yeah, there's something I need to tell you about my vagina. Okay. They are extremely large feet you have. Now, be gentle on me here. I only have half a vagina. Why is that? I'm saving up for the rest of it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's kind of mortifying and stuff like that, but thank God she's got 13,000 followers on TikTok, and possibly more now, after that. She dumped him on the spot. You're dumped. You talk about my vagina. My vagina is between you and me. It ain't got nobody else's business. It ain't nobody else's business talking about my vagina. I don't know why I'm doing it in that accent. She dumped him on the spot. You're dumped for talking about my vagina. And shared information about her condition. There we go. 13,700 TikTok followers. In a, you know, she's not raising awareness. She wants more TikTok followers, doesn't she? She's that's it, isn't it? I want to know a TikTok name. What's a TikTok name? I'm not even going to go there. This is bordering on misogyny already. Let's have some orange juice and calm down. If the tables were reversed, though, and you had, like, you know, you're a guy and you've got half a cock, you just got the end bit missing. There was, I don't know, there's some sort of accident with a stapler or a nail gun. You've gone into hospital. There's blood everywhere. You've got the end bit. You know, you've been using a circular saw, something like that. You know, you've done it naked. You're a guy. You know, Sunday morning, you've got to cut some wood. No pun intended. And you think you're a guy. You don't need clothes. You're cutting the wood. You know, your dog comes up behind you, starts humping your leg. You fucking lean forward. It's gone. It's all gone. You got half of it left. You pack it in ice. You take it down to the hospital, didn't you? Sew this fucking bad boy back on. Maybe give me a little extension. And they've gone, no, we can't do it. It's too mangled. It looks like it's been mauled by a dog. You say, well, the dog did. You know, the dog did get it. And you've got half a cock. That's it. No end bit. You've just got the shaft. That's it. You can still get it up and that sort of thing, and then you meet a girl. You fall in love with that girl, and you think, right, this is the girl. This is the girl for me. I'm going to give her a good old shafting. No. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like she's not going to say anything to any of her friends. I thought they were meant to have a purple bit at the end. Are they meant to have a purple bit at the end? I just, you know, he's just got, you know, the veiny shaft. He's got balls, yeah, he's got balls. It's just the purple bit's missing. There's some sort of, you know, she's not going to go, oh my God, that I will take this to the grave. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this with me. You know, we're all as indiscreet and as horrendous as everybody else, you know. Nobody really keeps secrets, do they? You know, is there any chance you can, you know, I've been told secrets in the past. I've told people secrets in the past. I've been told secrets in the past, and I always, you know, friends come to you and that sort of thing, and you go, look, I won't say anything to anybody. I promise. I won't, you know, this is between you and me. I don't think it's my right to share your business. but tell me immediately. And as you're telling me, I'll be thinking of the people who I think will be discreet enough to not expose me as a fucking rat. I don't know. So that is a rude awakening to the dating world, I think, for that girl. That is a rude awakening. You know, he's not going to be able to tell if it's been stretched out. You know, like, she's fucking, you know, is she really... Student is now using a terrible experience to help others. It's not. She's not. You know, it's not to help others, it's to help her, isn't it? You know, she's got, you know, pictures. There's a picture of her there looking all shy and coy in jeans and that, and the next minute she's fucking in a short skirt with a fucking hand on a wall, like, presenting herself forward and shit like that, which she has a right to do, but she's fucking, you know. The next picture's her with her. Oh, God, Jesus, you know. Isn't it just... Maybe that's a cynical me. Is that a cynical me? Am I being too cynical there where she just wants, like, fucking followers? I've got half a vagina missing. That's another guaranteed 10,000 followers. Boom. Get all the fucking weirdos. What's it look like? You know, all the fucking weirdos following you. And then, yeah, you'll get more TikTok followers, but you're known as the girl with a half a vagina. I don't know if that's at the age of 19, whether you want that moniker for the rest of your life. I don't know. Anyway, that's that story. Made me laugh. It's just, you know, it's you know, I was disgusted with him telling everyone about it. It was disgusting. He broke my trust. You're saying you'll give me how much for the story? Yeah, no problem. Oh, fucking hell. The Pentagon apparently won't rule out aliens in long-awaited UFO report. A highly anticipated US government report on UFOs, unidentified flying objects, to people out there, has just been released. And here's what we know so far. The unclassified report was demanded by Congress after numerous reports from US military of vehicles seen moving erratically in the sky. It also follows a cultural shift that saw the US military and US political leaders go from extraterrestrial skeptic to ET curious. It sounds like a new sexuality out there, doesn't it? Are you straight, bi, or gay? Are you heterosexual, homosexual, or are you bisexual? I'm actually ET curious. Somebody would have that. Somebody must have that on their fucking Twitter, mustn't they? My Twitter name is Alien Lover. My pronouns are her and she, and I am ET curious. It also follows the cultural shift that but with little conclusive evidence to confirm or deny any intergalactic visitations, it remains to be seen whether any earthly minds will change. I don't know, I'm quite open to it. Military leaders warn that the technology, if not alien, may belong to US adversaries such as Russia or China. Putting on little them masks with the big fucking eyes. I don't know, man. I don't know why they would just fly about and not land. Maybe they have the ability to travel through time and space, but they just haven't developed the technology to land yet. That could be it. Oh, fucking hell. We'll just float about a bit, shall we? Zip across the sky. Fucking love it. You know, treating it like a racetrack. Coming down here, treating our fucking atmosphere like a racetrack. You fucking alien slag. The UAP Task Force unclassified report found no clear indications that there is any non-terrestrial explanation for the aircrafts, but also did not rule it out. Fucking hell, they're sitting on the fence a bit, aren't they? There, we cannot confirm or deny the confirmation or denial of extraterrestrial or non-extraterrestrial activity. What the fuck are you talking about? Is there fucking aliens or not? And what can they do for us down here? That's all we want to know, innit, about aliens? That's all we want to know. Do they exist, and what can they do for us? You know, they can't do anything. What? So we've just got more people coming down here from there, travelling intergalactically to sit on the fucking social, sit on a fucking ass, give them a fucking house. Is that what we're going to do? Give them a fucking house. Give them money every fucking month so they can have big... Oh, there we go. That's what people will say, won't they? Fucking people coming from fucking Venus now to fucking live on Earth, sponge off us with their big fucking heads, their skinny fucking arms, and their arse probes coming down here, probing our fucking arses. Possibly... There's a few people who might like that. Can I be at the front of the queue for the ass probing, please? Thank you. Possible explanations include common aerial objects like birds and drones, atmospheric phenomena such as ice crystals, new developments by US government or private entities, and technologies deployed by foreign adversaries. The report also includes a catch-all other category. Officials examined 144 incidents from the past 2 decades, including 3 videos that the Pentagon declassified last year and described as showing unexplained aerial phenomena. I don't know, I quite like the idea of aliens existing. I want to see what religion's going to do with that. That's what I would like to see. How they going to, God created the heavens and the earth, and then Adam and Eve, and all that shit. How do you factor aliens into that? It would decimate the church. You'd have the believers, wouldn't you? The believers. Well, God actually created these aliens more recently than us. He actually created them in our own image. And then you'd have just people. There'd be fucking wars about it. If aliens came down, most people wouldn't be able to fucking wrap their head around it. There'd be conspiracy theories. These are created by the government to control us. And you'd have people on YouTube, wouldn't you? You'd have the people going, I told you so. I fucking told you. Somebody living in a fucking shed somewhere. Tapping into fucking radio waves. That was another one of the stories as well, wasn't it? Scientists find the source of radio waves. That was another one, wasn't it? The other week, scientists have found the source of a number of intense radio blasts that have been detected on Earth. The signals known as fast radio bursts are intense but very short. They last less than a second but contain more energy than the sums put out in a whole year. That's all we can read of that. If you want to know the rest of that article, you can sign up to that fucking particular website, who seem to be charging for their news now. It's I don't know, man. That's kind of all we want to know, innit? What can aliens do for us? Can they give us fucking new technology? Can they make our phones work a little bit smarter? Can they create a Wi-Fi network that doesn't drop off just when you're fucking doing something? How are they getting about? Are they using fossil fuels? Why are they coming down to have a look at us and not staying? Do they just, just have a little tour of the universe? That's what they could do, couldn't they? You're not going to see everywhere, are you? You go to a different country for a week. You're not going to see everything in that country, are you? Why the fuck? They probably, you'd have thought they'd be flying over New York and having a good look at that, wouldn't you? Rather than, they seem to be compelled to go somewhere in the countryside and visit one guy. you know, you think like New York or one of the big cities like London or Paris may attract them with the lights, but no, they seem to want to go out in the middle of nowhere, take a stroll through, just have a fly through the country. Who doesn't like a little drive through the country on a Sunday? Out to a little country pub, have a couple of pints, and they pop off back to fucking Venus or wherever they're from. I seem to think they're from Venus anyway. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that. So the Pentagon have not ruled it out, apparently. Public pressure on the US to release what it knows about aliens has been building for decades as civilian groups of so-called UFOlogists argue that evidence of their existence has been suppressed by the government. It's always a light in the sky. Money for the Pentagon has been quietly gathering data since 2007 as part of the military's. That would be an interesting... Well, it would only be interesting if aliens actually existed, wouldn't it, that job? It would, if they don't exist, essentially all you're doing is looking at lights in a sky, usually on a grainy photo. Nobody's ever recorded aliens in 4K, have they? For some reason, everyone who sees aliens or sees any sort of like weird phenomenon like that, the Loch Ness Monster, nobody is invested in a decent camera, but they still feel the need to take a picture of it, don't they? Oh, there's a fucking grainy photo of that. Is that... How many pixels is your camera? Is it like 8? 8 pixels? And 2 of them are glowing? And the rest is just like a dark sky? They're the worst photographers ever. That's how aliens are getting away with it for years. They fucking mind read who are the worst photographers in the history of humanity. They've travelled through time and space and then suddenly turn up out on their doorstep for a cup of tea. It's fucking, and everybody's like, former US Navy pilot, it was travelling very fast and very erratically, and we couldn't anticipate which way it was going to turn or how it was manoeuvring, the way that it was. It's all Area 51 and that sort of shit, innit? It's fucking fascinating, though. It would be an interesting job, but as I say, it's only interesting if, if they actually do exist. If they don't, you're looking at 2 soup bowls glued together that somebody's flung through the air and took a photo of, essentially, haven't you? One glued on top of the other, like that. And somebody's just frisbeed it up in the sky and took a fucking quick photo of it. Jesus, all those things, isn't it? It's like the Loch Ness Monster or whatever. You're just like, it could be Nessie, it could be some tyres. It pretty much looks like tyres. You know what I mean? Or a branch floating, Who makes that step like that? And how do all these things start off? The Loch Ness Monster or whatever. How did that, did nobody call bullshit on the first person who actually, who actually said that? There's a monster in that. Like, oh, shut up, you fucking idiot. And that would have killed it, wouldn't it? Obviously, it would have killed the fucking, the tourism industry for Loch Ness. But, it's, all of these things, Area 51, what are they doing down there? Must be fucking aliens. Oh, shut up, Dave. Jesus. Fucking hell, you're always going on about aliens. It's a fucking military site. Yeah, but why aren't they letting people in there? It must be aliens. I don't know. Dave, I don't think we can be friends anymore. Stop. Put the merchandise away. I'm not buying a t-shirt. I don't know. Anyway, people of the world, and maybe aliens listening out there, present yourselves if you are an alien. That is episode 215 of the Ben Briggs podcast. We got a little bit sidetracked with the old aliens out there, innit? What can aliens do for you? If you have any questions or you want to contact me at all, it is just podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. I will be back on Saturday. It's the weekend. You got 3 days left after today, and then you can play around, do what you want, make some UFO videos, whatever you want to do. I shall be back on Saturday, motherfuckers. Have a good rest of your week. Till then, I'll speak to you then. Take care.